If you've watched my story times, I had a crazy 2025. Left my abusive husband, got stalked, almost lost my life. I'm here only because God rescued me and saved me. So I still live in hiding. It's been a year. I literally live in hiding right now, but I've just been kind of like just sharing things that I've learned. I've had this year completely by myself, to no friends, no family, no, I have nothing. It's just me, and God. So I've learned a lot in this year, had a lot of time to reflect, had a lot of time to just connect with God, talk to God, learn lessons from all of this. So something that I kind of mentioned in one of my story times before, like, and it literally comes from Jesus himself, who literally said, no prophet is ever respected in their hometown. And I learned that. So I am from Virginia, like Hampton Roads area, Newport News. I went to college. I had a full ride to Hampton University in Hampton, Virginia, which is all of like 15 minutes away from where I'm from. So I basically stayed home, and went to college. I had two kids when I was in college. So by the time I graduated college, a semester early, so I graduated college when I was 21, I think. But I had two kids when I graduated college. I had both of them like back to back while I was in college. So it took me like 2 years to land a job. I had nothing. I had two kids and I was very young. My husband at the time was like a mechanic. He didn't make very much money at all. So we were like, on food stamps. It was bad. We lived in a really, really bad apartment. And so I was able to actually start a career in the car business, and I did really well in the car business. I ended up leaving my hometown, went to Chicago and got a job, like a contractor job, working with Chevy. Ended up getting hired on full time, and at Chevy, the rest is history. Spent 10 years at Chevy. 2 years at corporate Nissan. Bought my first house when I was like 25 or 26. Hit six-figure salary, like mid-20s. I moved a lot for my job. So like I bought a lot of houses. I bought 5 houses by the time I was like 32. So I was doing very, very, very well for myself. And I was really excited when things worked out and there was a way for me to move back to my hometown for work 12 years later. And even though like I've been a loner my whole entire life, like I was bullied in high school, I've always been like a nerd. So I had a full ride because I never like went to parties or anything like that. I did schoolwork. I never really had like a big social life or anything like that. And then after that, like I had kids, so my life was work, kids, no social life, just like, and that's why I did well, because I had no other life outside of work, right, and raising kids. So I was like very excited when I went back to my hometown, because I'm thinking like, oh, this is gonna be cool, like everybody's gonna be like super proud of me, even though I don't really know these people. Like I knew them kind of in high school, kind of thing, but it's not like we talk, we don't see each other, like we're not close, we're not friends. And my husband's family still lived there, which they're horrible people, just as bad as him, if not worse. So I should have known. But everybody was very angry when I came back. Nobody was proud of me like I thought. And my mind works differently. Like if I see somebody who is like doing something I aspire, or somebody who like inspires me, I don't get mad and say like they don't deserve that. I'm gonna try to take that from them. I say, wow, look, they're doing it. If they can do it, I can do it too. And it like literally inspires me. I guess that is not the norm. And that is why Jesus himself like said, you aren't respected in your hometown, because there's like this resentment of like, we came from the same place, and then you're up here and I'm down here. Like I'm still doing the same thing I was doing 12 years ago, and you've accomplished all these things in the 12 years. And again, instead of being like, wow, how'd you do it? And I'm not like, I don't gatekeep. I don't think I'm better than anybody. Like I would help you. But people like literally saw it as, I'm about to humble you. I'm about to try to take everything that you have from you. So again, like I don't have friends. So it was just, I was surrounded by my husband's people, his family, his friends, and like his family was horrible. I was in the car business, so like I could get employee leases. I could like lease cars directly from. I was at Nissan at the time. I could lease cars directly from Nissan and like do it for family too. So I had leased. Of course, his whole family was like, "We want a car. We deserve cars from you," and then never paid their bills. Like literally, I had to call the police on his older sister, get her car taken from her because she just stopped paying me $700 a month that she owed me. Literally had to get her like arrested and get the car impounded. Her wife never paid, and luckily like the lease ended and I was able to just get the car without too much problem, but they never paid. And then his niece was the absolute worst. She refused to pay, and so I'm like, I gotta take your car back. And she like just like a day or two of just sending me like disgusting messages, calling me every kind of fat, stupid, ugly that you can call somebody. And she had given me like money that covered the car, but I paid the car and her insurance, and I was even covering like $120 of her insurance a month. It was like $200 a month, and I only charged her $80. I was covering the other part of her insurance, and she would not pay me the $80 a month for her insurance. I'm like, this is too much. Like, I'm paying more of your insurance than you. You won't even pay on time. So she like just horrible. And she had lived in my house multiple times because she kept telling me she had nowhere to go. She would tell me she didn't have food. I would buy her food. She would tell me she didn't have clothes. She would always be begging me for money. And like I was always helping her. So I'm like, the first time like I hold you accountable, you like flip out on me. And then she literally started going to, I managed the territory of dealerships. She started going to all of my dealerships to like try to get me fired. I worked for corporate, and she didn't understand the difference between corporate and independently owned dealerships. So she would go to my dealerships asking for HR, like I worked for them, to try to get me fired. So I had like dealers calling me like, this girl who's saying she's related to you is like coming up in here talking about you. What's going on? So you're like really trying to like get me fired because I won't let you have a car for free, girl? Like after I've done all this for you? Like that's what kind of just nasty, envious, jealous people are in your hometown. People who are like, oh, you think you're better than me? We came from the same place and you're doing these things. I'm about to try to take it from you. I'm gonna use you up first, and then I'm gonna try to take it from you, and I'm gonna try to humble you. And when that didn't work, so I still had some of her money because with the lease, like if there's damage done to the car, they charge me. So I'm like, and she was telling me there were service issues with the car and she never took it in for service. So I'm like, until that car gets inspected and I know I'm not getting charged for anything, like I'm holding on to the rest of the money for this car because I ended the lease early. I had to pay 3 months of lease payments to end the lease early. So I'm like, I'll give you the rest of your money like that you prepaid for this car after I get the inspection report. She didn't like that, so she reached out to my kids, telling my kids disgusting lies about me, how I stole her money. I'm like, girl, you have no money. You have lived in my house like 4 times because you were homeless. What are you talking about? I have fed you because you didn't have food to eat. You were driving my car. What are you talking about? I took your money. Stop it. And then when that didn't work, she literally went online and posted just disgusting things saying that like I took money from her, I stole from her or something. Again, it's like, girl, why do you act like I don't have messages for months and months and months of you begging me for money? Stop this. But that is literally, again, like, that's just one example. But she was literally trying to get me fired from my job because she couldn't use me anymore. And again, what does that come from? It comes from envy. It comes from jealousy. It comes from, that's not fair that we're from the same place and you accomplished it. Never mind the fact that you like busted your butt and you went to college with 2 kids and graduated from college early with a 3.75 GPA. That means you were working all the time and you were working and you had internships and you still did that. Never mind the fact that you've done so well career-wise, professionally, because you work all the time. You don't have a social life. You work and you take care of your kids and that's it. That is why I have the things that I have. And it makes people so angry. So, like, I say all this to say, like, do not. If you want to do well for yourself, you got to get out of your hometown because crabs in a barrel is real. Like, people will be so angry if they see you making it, if they see you doing the things that they wish that they could do that they never did. And instead of being motivated or inspired by you, they're going to try to tear you down. They're going to try to take it away from you. So stay away. Like, I would never, ever, you cannot pay me to step foot in Virginia. Nobody from Virginia would I talk to at any point in my life. Because same thing, like the people from high school that I was never friends with, I was never cool with, so I should have known like it's going to be a problem. Like, people I do not know are spreading lies about me during this time. Like, again, it's like you see me on social media, and I was a very materialistic person, so I'm like, ooh, look at all my cars, look at all my bags, look at all my houses. Like, I've changed a lot since then, just because of what I went through. But like, again, I just want to reiterate the importance of getting out of your hometown if you want to be successful, the importance of staying out of your hometown. Once you make it, once you get successful, do not go back, because they are not going to be happy for you. And they're going to try to tear you down and take everything you have. So just another one of those lessons. I wish it wasn't like that. I wish it wasn't. But again, like, I was really sad about it. And then I read the Bible and like, if they did that to Jesus, girl, yes, they're going to do that to you. Like, chill. It is what it is. So